This quote by Robert Louis Stevenson captures a timeless truth about the nature of progress, success, and fulfillment in life. In a world where we are often driven by immediate results and tangible accomplishments, it's easy to measure the value of our days solely by what we've achieved or the outcomes we've experienced. However, Stevenson challenges us to shift our perspective and focus not on the harvest, the visible, immediate rewards, but on the seeds we plant each day, the small, often unnoticed actions that pave the way for future growth and success. The wisdom of planting seeds in agriculture. There's a clear understanding that the fruits of labor do not appear overnight. Farmers know that before they can reap a bountiful harvest, they must first prepare the soil, plant seeds, and nurture their crops over time. There is patience involved, an acceptance of the slow and steady process of growth. Similarly, in life, the most important contributions we make are often the seeds we plant, the small, consistent efforts that may not yield immediate rewards but are essential for long-term success and fulfillment. This concept speaks to the power of intention and effort. Each day, the seeds we plant could take many forms: a kind word, a thoughtful decision, an act of generosity, or a step toward a personal goal. These seemingly minor actions, when accumulated over time, lead to significant and lasting results. The key is to remain focused on the process of planting seeds, on the things we can control, rather than becoming overly concerned with the harvest, which may take time to manifest. Cultivating patience and perseverance. One of the most challenging aspects of life is learning to be patient with the process of growth. In an era of instant gratification, where results are often expected immediately, it's easy to become discouraged if we don't see immediate progress or if our efforts don't seem to be paying off. Stevenson's quote reminds us that true growth and success often require time and persistence. The seeds we plant today may not sprout tomorrow, next week, or even next month, but that doesn't mean they aren't growing beneath the surface. This is where faith and perseverance come into play. We must trust that the small actions we take every day, whether in our relationships, careers, or personal development, are gradually building towards something greater. Just as a farmer doesn't dig up seeds to check on their progress every day, we must resist the urge to constantly evaluate our worth or success based solely on immediate results. Instead, we can find peace and fulfillment in knowing that we are planting seeds that, in time, will bear fruit. This shift in perspective helps us remain committed even when the road feels long or progress seems slow. By focusing on planting seeds, we learn to value the process, not just the end result. We become more resilient, more consistent, and more able to appreciate the journey, rather than being fixated on the destination. Small actions, big impact. One of the most powerful aspects of planting seeds is that small actions can have a big impact over time. The seeds of kindness, compassion, effort, and diligence may seem small in the moment, but when nurtured consistently, they can lead to tremendous growth. In relationships, for example, small acts of love, support, and understanding may not yield instant rewards, but over time, they can build strong, lasting bonds. Similarly, in personal development, the daily discipline of reading, learning, exercising, or practicing a skill may not show immediate results, but over time, these small actions compound and lead to mastery and success. This principle applies not only to individual growth but also to the impact we have on others. Often, the seeds we plant in the lives of others, through mentorship, kindness, or encouragement, can have a lasting and transformative effect. We may never see the full extent of how our words or actions influence someone, but that doesn't diminish their importance. By planting seeds of positivity and support in the lives of others, we contribute to their growth and well-being, even if the harvest is something we never witness firsthand. The power of intentional living. To live by Stevenson's philosophy is to live with intention. It requires us to be mindful of the seeds we are planting each day, recognizing that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture of our lives. This mindset encourages us to be proactive and deliberate about how we spend our time and energy. Instead of rushing through our days in pursuit of immediate gratification, we become more aware of the importance of each choice, each interaction, and each effort we make. Intentional living also allows us to focus on what truly matters. When we shift our attention from immediate results to long-term growth, we become less concerned with superficial measures of success, like status, wealth, or recognition, and more focused on the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. We begin to prioritize things like personal growth, relationships, kindness, and contribution to others. These are the seeds that, when planted consistently, lead to a life of true fulfillment and purpose. Overcoming the trap of comparison. One of the greatest challenges we face in judging our days by the harvest is the tendency to compare ourselves to others. In today's world, it's easy to look at the success or accomplishments of others and feel as though we are falling short. We see their harvest, their visible achievements, and assume that they must be more successful, more capable, or more deserving than we are. However, when we focus on the seeds we are planting rather than the harvest, we free ourselves from the trap of comparison. Everyone's journey is different, and everyone's harvest comes at its own time. Some may experience success early, while others may have a longer journey. What matters is that we are planting the right seeds and nurturing them with care. We cannot control the timing of the harvest, but we can control the effort we put into planting seeds each day. Finding fulfillment in the process. Stevenson's wisdom encourages us to find fulfillment in the process itself. If we judge our days only by the harvest, we will constantly be looking toward the future, waiting for the moment when our efforts finally pay off. But if we focus on the seeds we plant, we can find meaning and satisfaction in the present moment. Each day becomes an opportunity to make progress, no matter how small. We find joy in the act of planting seeds, knowing that each effort, no matter how modest, is contributing to our growth and to the lives of others. This mindset allows us to live more fully in the present, to appreciate the value of our actions, and to embrace the journey rather than constantly seeking the destination. Conclusion. A life of growth and contribution. In the end, Robert Louis Stevenson's quote is a reminder that life is about more than just immediate results. It's about the seeds we plant each day, the small, meaningful actions that, when nurtured with care and patience, lead to a life of growth, fulfillment, and contribution. The harvest will come in time, but our focus should be on the seeds we plant today. Whether in our personal lives, our relationships, or our contributions to the world, the seeds we plant matter. They may not yield immediate rewards, but they are the foundation for lasting success and fulfillment. By living with intention, cultivating patience, and valuing the process over the outcome, we can create a life that is rich in meaning, growth, and purpose. So, as you go through each day, remember to plant seeds of kindness, effort, love, and growth. Trust that, in time, these seeds will grow into something beautiful, something that will bear fruit not only for yourself but for others as well. The true measure of our days is not in the harvest we reap, but in the seeds we plant and nurture along the way. Robert Louis Stevenson's profound words, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap but by the seeds that you plant," invite us to reevaluate how we measure success, progress, and fulfillment in our lives. In a world that constantly emphasizes outcomes, whether in personal achievements, relationships, or professional milestones, it's easy to get caught up in focusing on the results we see at the end of the day. Yet, true growth and meaning come not from immediate outcomes but from the consistent, small actions we take to nurture and build something lasting. The metaphor of planting seeds challenges us to shift our mindset from being result-driven to process-oriented. The seeds we plant each day may seem small, perhaps even insignificant at times, but over time, they accumulate into meaningful results. Whether it's investing time in personal development, fostering relationships, being kind to others, or working diligently toward a long-term goal, each seed contributes to a larger picture of growth. It reminds us that success is often not instant but cultivated through patience, effort, and faith in the process. This perspective encourages us to find fulfillment in the act of planting seeds rather than being consumed by the pursuit of immediate results. By doing so, we learn to value persistence, consistency, and intentional living. We begin to focus less on fleeting rewards and more on laying the groundwork for lasting change, both within ourselves and in the lives of those around us. Moreover, this mindset helps us to navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater resilience. We learn to embrace the moments when progress is slow, trusting that even when we cannot yet see the fruits of our labor, the seeds we've planted are growing beneath the surface. This approach encourages us to keep going, even when faced with setbacks, knowing that every small effort we make is moving us closer to our ultimate goals. When we measure our days by the seeds we plant rather than the harvest we reap, we also free ourselves from the pressure of comparison. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our achievements to others. However, the seeds we plant and the timeline of our growth are unique to each of us. By focusing on our own journey and the seeds we choose to nurture, we cultivate a more authentic, purpose-driven life, one that is rooted in the things that matter most to us. This approach also extends beyond ourselves to how we contribute to the world around us. The seeds we plant in the lives of others, whether through acts of kindness, support, mentorship, or encouragement, can have far-reaching impacts. We may never fully see the harvest of those efforts, but that doesn't diminish their importance. Often, the smallest seeds can lead to the most profound growth in the lives of others, reinforcing the idea that the seeds we plant today have the potential to create ripples of positive change in the future. Ultimately, Stevenson's quote is a call to live with intention, patience, and purpose. It reminds us that the value of our days lies not in how much we achieve or how quickly we see results, but in the mindful actions we take to plant seeds of growth, kindness, and effort. Over time, these seeds will blossom into a life rich with meaning and impact, not just for ourselves but for the world around us. So, as we move forward, let us focus on the seeds we plant each day, on the choices we make, the actions we take, and the love and effort we pour into everything we do. In doing so, we can rest assured that a meaningful harvest will follow in due time. By embracing the process, we create a life of true fulfillment, one that reflects the care, intention, and purpose we've invested in every step of the journey. The true measure of our lives is not the harvest we reap but the seeds we have sown along the way.